Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle. Want to do the readings?
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, everybody? Have to deactivate the camera and activate it again. Now can I see my hand? Yes, I can see my hand. It's going to be a fantastic week. I'm telling you what, this weekend has been amazing. It has been amazing. Got to do a concert, got a good Saturday going, got to have a good Sunday. It's going to be pretty good overall. Jamie Lee, thank you for your donation. Sarah and Hello Piggy, thank you for your donation. JT, thank you for yours. Lady, welcome to the stream. We got a Mon, welcome. How are you? Andrew, welcome to the stream to you as well. We got Entity Tarot. We got everybody is here. Jamie Lee, thank you for your other donation. It's going to be a wild night. It's going to be a wild night. I'm going to go ahead and declare it a party. I mean, it's Saturday. Come on. It's Saturday. Come on. We're going to go ahead and declare it a party. Okay. Let's go to the reads. JT wants to know next week, General KD. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right. Next week, General. I'm feeling the need for speed. No, that's not me. That's a different movie. I'm feeling the need for this one. Feeling the need for this one. By the way, Cowboy Dan, is back. Welcome, Cowboy Dan. Always good to see you. I appreciate you. Indeed, it is like rain on your wedding day. You know, sometimes that's why you have an indoor wedding. So, you know, if it rains, you don't care. You're just like, okay, whatever, it's raining. Anyway, outdoor, maybe not so much, but that's just the way it goes. Shonda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you too. Next week, General. Emperor, definitely need to step up. We're going to have to step up right now. That's going to be next week. That's going to be the feeling that we have. We have to step up and get a lot of things in control, in command. It almost seems like the Two of Wands, right? We're sort of searching at what to grasp, what to get in command for, what to do. I think that is part of the difficulty when we have wavering back and forth from sort of focusing on trying to get an action going, focusing on what to do for the next week. A lot of times we just don't know where to put our energy at. I think this is something that solves itself. I don't think next week is going to be that bad with energy. I think you have a lot of very cool hints and things like that. It's going to be amazing with that. Knight of Wands is another one. Knight of Wands with the Emperor. It's time to take command and get going. And that's what next week is, JT. Take command and get going. Emperor and the Knight of Wands, all the fiery aspect over here with that Knight. It just feels like you need to do that. So that is it. That is it. It's time to get going, get rocking full speed. JT, you're good at rocking full speed. You're good at rocking the full speed. You're going to be just fine. Just fine indeed. All right. Now we got to the donos. We got 7 already. We just started 30 seconds ago. Thank you for your donation. Hello, Piggy. You saw your concert photos. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun indeed. All right. You know, I like Alanis Morissette. I saw Alanis Morissette before, and it was at a concert hall. And her performance was just like stunning. So I could not wait to see her again. So welcome to the stream. And Nora, welcome to the stream as well. Okay, we got Sarah's dono. Sarah wants to know something. She typed it in. Let's find where it is. A weekend. I've started enjoying my new role. Will I be able to stay in this company as long as I want? Is it going to be long term? It sounds like you may be a contractor. You may have a little contracting action going over there. I'm thinking the Gregory Scott. I mean, I usually reserve the Gregory Scott. By the way, news tomorrow. News tomorrow. If you're not watching the news program, there's something wrong with you. You gotta watch the news program because there's so much stuff happening. It's literally out of control at this point. So much stuff happening with the tarot decks. So you got to watch it. A lot of decks coming. There's a mountain of decks coming out. So this is definitely something you want to pay attention to. And tarot news, I cover them all. So it's coming out tomorrow, as well as if you're a Patreon member, you get a lesson. You get a live lesson if you are a Patreon member. Okay. Will I be able to stay with the company as long as I want? That is an excellent question, because sometimes we get to that mode, right? Because we get to that mode where we love it, we're excited about it, but it's just like something we just can't hang on to. Page of Swords might be something you can't hang on to. Nora, thank you for your donation. Death is interesting too. Strength and the Tower. I'm going to say overall. No, I'm going to say overall, I'm going to go with a thumbs down. This is going to be difficult to hang on to. Sarah, you see the clues right in front of me. You know what the clues are. Sarah, you know what the clues are. It's not something that's going to be non-obvious over here. So, I mean, you're looking at, let's see, you're looking at basically Page of Swords being rough with the communication. It's just hard to get the communication. It's hard to get it through in there. This is sort of one of those where bookmark, I thank you for your donation. This is one of those where Death and the Tower is in the same read. Death in the Tower, same read, looks difficult, may not be something you want to engage in. Strength is kind of a weird one here. Strength does say that you do need to be patient with it. Definitely make some connections, get out there and get your name known. That's going to help quite a bit. That's going to help quite a bit. But his strength also says that next to the Tower, you're going to have to adjust to the changes because Death and the Tower, that's too many changes, Sarah. Too many changes as far as the tarot goes. It says there are some alterations, some are changes coming in, and that's going to be difficult to hang on to. Very difficult to hang on to indeed. All right. Let's see what else we got going in. We got Hello Piggy with your very generous donation. I appreciate it. I keep pulling the Nine of Cups and the Lovers for Josh's current feelings for me. What do you see? What do we see? Well, let's head on over here to the Tower. And let's go forth for the romantic tarot. The romantic tarot, that is going to be where we're at for that. If you don't know, if you haven't looked at this, Modern Love Tarot is the formal name. And it is divine. It is divine indeed. It's one of those where you just like break this out and start using it, and it just makes you happy. It just makes you happy. Knight of Wands is so interesting. Knight of Wands is so interesting. Do we see the kind of cards that you're looking for, though? We see the Lovers on your set, not here. We see the Nine of Cups on your set. We got the Queen of Cups here. It's interesting. We got a lot of courts is what we see here. It seems that there's a lot of people involved this, right? A lot of people involved here. It feels like the Knight of Wands. Josh is sort of looking for something else. Josh is looking to upgrade. Josh is looking at the next opportunity, finding something that works. A lot of times he's finding things that just don't work. They just don't work. And I think that's what we're sort of running into here, especially with the Six of Swords. We're on this long train to get something better in our life, and it just doesn't feel like we're making that progress. Six of Swords says they are on the long road, so there's nothing going to be sudden and immediate as far as Josh goes, right? Pink Moon Tarot and Linda, welcome to the stream. Philippe joined a minute ago, but I didn't say welcome. But yeah, the Queen of Cups is where Josh is kind of at. A lot of emotions, nowhere to focus it, right? Sarah, thank you for your other donation. Lonnie, welcome to the stream. A lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of things happening, but almost nowhere to focus it, especially with this King of Swords. It feels like their old habits are resurfacing. You have a lot of difficulty, a lot of things sort of back and forth. It's really kind of awkward with that, but it just feels overall. It feels overall like they're just a little too emotional. And that's what you're getting on yours, though, right? You're looking at the Lovers and the Nine of Cups. It feels like there's too much. It's too heavy. There's too much going on, too many emotions sort of brewing in the background. It's definitely not something that they're going to be looking forward to in the long run. So, they have some feelings. It's a lot of different feelings, and it's going to be very unfocused as far as the tarot goes, at least. As far as the tarot goes, they're very unfocused. Anyway, Jamie Lee's got a double shot. Jamie Lee wants to know a question below. Okay, Jamie Lee, we'll do your question below. We will do your question below. Let me look something up real quick. Let's see. Let's go to that. Go to that and go to that. That is, let's see with that. We're trying to do some stuff in the background. I'm trying to get things that work. Over here. Anyway, all right. Question below. Let's go click it. Find out what is the question below. And it looks like may I ask what actions K will take towards me now until the 22nd of this month off, please. Okay. We will do thought for you indeed. In fact, we'll do your entire double shot with the beautiful, lovely, and fantastic thought. You have to have the thought in your card selections. You know, you have to have it. If you don't have it, go get it. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for Christmas? Christmas is a long time away. You need this now. Halloween is coming up, though. We got Halloween. You know, all the Halloween stores are opening up around here. Lonnie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. All the Halloween stores are opening up around here. I tell you, Halloween for a magician is money-making at its best. Okay, Halloween for a magician is money-making at its best. Here's what you do if you can do magic tricks, right? Stacy, welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. Tess, welcome to the stream. If you're a magician, you go to the haunted houses that have these massive lines, right? They have hundreds of people in line. You ask the haunted house if you can perform magic tricks for them and get paid. And they will pay you to perform some magic tricks for the people online. It makes people online have fun, and it's entertaining, and it keeps them around. It makes the place make more money. Anyway, Jamie Lima asked actions K towards me from now till the 22nd. A lot of defensiveness is what we have, like a ton of defensiveness. We just have the encumbrance here. It just feels like that. It feels like they're world building at some point. They're trying to find everything that works, and they're trying to find the next step. But this is a confusing card. It's almost like there's a level of instability that K has, and they're trying to get over it. A level of instability. They're trying to find the rail to hold on to as they climb down the stairs kind of thing. And it feels like it's sort of falling. It feels like things are not stable. Things are not in the position that they want them. And overall, that's a bit challenging. Definitely not something they're going to want to pursue long term or whatnot. But yeah, they definitely have not a lot of actions. Definitely a defensiveness, more of an encumbrance. It feels like a lot of things just aren't working for them, but it doesn't seem like they are doing quite a bit. Not quite a bit at all. So if you're waiting for something, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good if you're waiting for something. And the other double shot actions M will take towards me from now until the end of August. Wait a minute. What was the other reading? The other reading was, okay, M and that, and then you have K. Okay, so we have M and K. All right, we're doing M now. There you go. We're doing M. We started with special K. Now we're doing M. Now it is getting going, and that's what you need. Their actions will definitely be something that's planned. They have planned action. They have a focused thing they're doing. Denise, thank you for your donation. They have a focused goal, a focused thing that's happening. One of the things, right? Power of the P, thank you for your donation. One of the things is they're working towards something, and they're trying to use all of their abilities or use all of their focus. They're really trying to get some things happening in the background. I mean, you know what I mean? Jamie Lee, thank you for your other donation. Definitely happen in the background. I don't think overall it will work. I don't think the pursuit that they're doing will work. I don't think what they're doing will be effective. It just seems like that they have this master plan, or in other words, their thoughts and their actions don't align. Does it make sense? The thoughts and their actions don't align. And that's what you're going to get. That is what you're receiving, and that is how it is going to go. All right. Entertainment purposes only. Never, okay. Cowboy Dan coming in with an incoming week read. Cowboy Dan, it's good to see you again. It's been a hot minute. Cowboy Dan. All right. Let's see. What are we going to do with Cowboy Dan? I think Cowboy Dan deserves this over here. Light Seers Tarot. I can't believe it's been like 2 sessions where I have not read with this. What's wrong with me? There's something must be wrong with me at this point. If I'm not doing it correctly. But we'll find out. We'll find out indeed. You're seduced by the thought. Could be. That sounds legitimate. All right. Incoming week. I would say it's rough at first. You're getting a rough start. One of those, just another manic Monday. right? You're just another manic Monday. Six of Cups, though, it's almost like somebody's cheering you up. Somebody's lifting you up. Somebody's getting it done. And I think that is going to be the exciting. I think that is going to be the exciting part of it. You know what I mean? I would just go with that. I would definitely go with that. So the Five of Pentacles, just another manic Monday. The Six of Cups, there's some people on your side, people working with you. It definitely feels like you have somebody that is sort of encouraging you and getting you through the rough spot. King of Cups, it's time to go to a very logical place in your mind, because I think you're going to have some bait on, some bait on a hook. And that bait is going to look like something you need to get really worked up and really excited about. You're like, wait a minute, what is that? You don't do that. You need to stop. Come at it from a logical perspective. Come at it from a rational perspective. And I think that incoming week is going to be just fine as it goes. Who else we got going on over here? We'll look at this. We got a dono from Shonda. Is my best friend jealous of my success? Well, I hope not. If they're your best friend, why would they be jealous of your success? I'm just saying now. Well, I mean, why would they be jealous of your best friend? They should be supporting you. I mean, are they jealous? I'm going to say yes. That's a thumbs up. Shonda, that is a thumbs up indeed. Look at these challenging cards here. You worked for it. You worked hard for it, Shonda. You had the Eight of Pentacles. You were there. You were getting it done. You were effective. You were knocking it out. It was something that just made an impact on a lot of different people, and you were pretty damn excited about it. Eight of Pentacles, getting the work done. The Five of Cups, are they upset about it? Yes. Tess, thank you for your donation. They have the Five of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment, right next to your work. They're disappointed at the work. They are jealous, especially with that Seven of Swords started sneaking out, or are they trying to be sneaky about it? Or, you know what I mean? A little bit of jealousy in there. Shonda, that is an absolute yes. That is one of the clearest yeses that you're going to pull out of a tarot deck today. I'm telling you that now. MM knows. MM understands. Wants to know, what are the ex's current feelings for me? Linda said, how was the concert? It was great. It was great. We got to sleep at like 2, I think. But it was great. Did enjoy it. MM, let's find out what is happening with that ex. What is happening with that ex? I think they're in a position to where they still like you. They still have fond memories, but they're ready to move on. They're just ready to get the next thing going. We have Strength. Strength is a great card. Ten of Pentacles. We have some fond memories for what we have. We have fond memories for what we enjoyed. The memories are there. The memories, nobody can take them away from me. But that Strength card says it's time to sort of culminate those up and get out of there. That Knight of Wands. I mean, the fire aspect is here. The fire, don't get upset. Don't get upset. The Knight of Wands is all fiery. So it's summertime. It's already hot. Get that Knight of Wands out there and get going for it. But yeah, they're definitely ready to move on. So they do like you. It's time to move on. They still have the fond memories. Nobody can take that away. But at the end of all of that, they just got to get out of here. Just got to get out of here. That's going to be one of the keys over here. We got a double reading for Nora. Let's find out what the double reading for Nora says. Let's go with Nora. Let's see. Do we have the True Black Tarot? No, I don't. General for September, True Black Tarot. I do not have it. Angel and Woo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's find out. Otherwise, a Vox. Okay, we'll do that Vox. Do a little general action. I do love me, some general tarot. All right. Anyway, September. September's a way away. We got half a month to go. September's a little bit away. Let's find out what the general for that looks like. The world is interesting. Some of the things that we have been chasing, some of the things that we have been pursuing I think, are culminating into an ending, right? Culminating into an ending. And that is going to be focused with that. The world says there's an ending coming to a lot of the stuff that we have been pursuing, we have been chasing. And this is a good ending. This is something nice. We have the 10 of Pentacles. It feels like that overall in there, a lot of things that are open doors, open books just get closed. And that's kind of what you want, right? Tara, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. It's kind of what you want. You want things to shut down. You want things to close down. You don't want to have like a lot of pending things just moving around everywhere. That's not what you want. You want it to be focused and to be closed. And I think that is going to happen for you. Mina, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, we got the Nora double shot over there. We got Bella. No, Bookmark of Bells. Sorry, I said Bella. Bookmark of Bells wants a general. We'll stick with this. We'll stick with the Vox Arcana Tarot. And we'll stick with it. Get a little bit of a general read over here for Bells. Crafty Girl is up in the house. What is going on? Good to see all of y'all. Good to see. You know, I missed everybody. I'm sitting at the concert. I'm thinking, you know, I kind of miss all the people in the stream. You wonder what they're up to. So I did miss y'all. You know, I wish y'all were there. I wish I could have brought y'all all there. But anyway, let's go with the Knight of Pentacles for Bookmark. This is something with two knights in it. Okay, we have a sort of a weird thing happening here, and that's okay. And the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles almost feels like some love relationship, some love thing, some passion is sort of pending, and it is sort of action-packed. It is going through there. And the Knight of Pentacles feels like a lot of things that build structure, that maintain structure in our life. It feels like that some of those are coming together too. Knight and the Knight. It's time to get moving on two things. One is romance. There are a lot of different sort of romance factors, a lot of different romance type things happening, a lot of things moving in that general direction. And the double Knight just says, yeah, it's time to get moving on both of those if we can. The Tower says, even though we get moving, even though we pursue maybe a little bit of the romance, a little bit of the day-to-day activities, it feels like that sometimes it just doesn't work for us. I think that's where the Tower is at. A lot of times we're trying to build up from when the Tower collapses. And that's kind of where the Knights are, right? We need to build things back. So build things back. The Tower has collapsed it. It could be the romance. It could be the day-to-day activities. But basically, there's a lot of things in shift. And you definitely want to treat those as they are in shift, because they are. You're not really going to be able to escape that. You know what I mean? All right. I have no idea who's next. Well, Sarah coming in with the double shot. Sarah, so good to see you tonight. Sarah wants to know something. Sarah wants to know, when is that going to happen? But what causes that? More info, please. More info, please. All right. We have a collapse. Basically, of sort of the job as far as the thing went before. We're going to go with a little bit of a clarity read, right? Clarity read with the divine. It is divine indeed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It is divine indeed. All right. When is this going to happen? This year, next year? What causes the instability that we have? Hard to hang on to it. Four of Swords is like a project runs out. The project just ends. It just runs out. It feels like that the project sort of runs out with that, right? Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's a lot of chatter, a lot of communication going on. There's a lot of communication, a lot of chatter. Project ends. We need to get rid of people. We need to get rid of somebody. Black Swan, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Angel, surrounded by wildfire smoke. Angel, you need to get to safety. Angel, you need to get to safety. Just watch the video later. Get to safety now and watch the video later. You really need to get to some safe spot. Hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Basically, yeah, the Four of Swords, right? We're planning, we're moving, but we're resting. Something ended. Queen of Swords, we need to make some tough decisions. The Queen of Swords is somebody that can make the tough decisions. Knight of Swords, we got to get moving. We got to get moving. We get on the next project. Who can be on the next project? Who can't be? Or what kind of things are sort of waiting on us with that, you know, and all of that other stuff. But, you know, you definitely do that. Jesus, Mina had a car hit her. This is a rough. So Angel is in a wildfire, and Mina got run over by a car. Are you guys okay? Like, what's happening in chat over here? Did you just get run out of the car? Like, did they just drive off? Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. Anyway, yeah, old project ended, new project needs to be done. They're looking for sort of who to get, where to wrap everything up and all of that. And tough decisions have to be made, basically. So that is Sarah. But remember, Sarah, this is entertainment purposes only. Never make a job decision based upon a fat man that watched Alanis Morissette last night reading tarot. Anyway, Angel is drowning in smoke. Apparently, we're going to read for Angel now. So Angel doesn't like keel over or something. Angel, you need to get, yeah, you're in safety. Okay. Angel, you're worrying me over here. I'm going to have to say, you are, you're surrounded by wildfire smoke and you can't breathe the smoke. You're where it's safe. Oh, that's good. Okay. Anyway, Angel wants to know, when will my application be approved for Deer Creek? Now, I believe Deer Creek is like a community, maybe a house, maybe an apartment. I have no idea. Maybe a flat, depends on where you live. We need the application to be approved in order to go on with life, basically. Knight, and Ace. I think the application does get approved. That is a thumbs up from me, right? A thumbs up from me. Ace of Swords is the beginning of communication. It is coming out into a communication. You are getting things ready. You're getting things pushed out to the next thing. Ace of Swords just says that's how it goes. So you're getting a communication. Now, you have two knights. You're moving in, is what this says. You're moving in, you know? Knight and a knight. Knight of Swords is interesting next to the Knight of Wands. These are two very action-packed cards. These are not like bored dudes. These are not dudes on the horse or sort of chilling. You know, they're back in the back. They're just sort of chilling, not really doing. These are the action-packed characters, and they're both next to each other. So you get a communication about taking some action. That is going to be fantastic. That's going to be fantastic. I'm just going to say, Power of the P, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. I'm just going to say, will I stay homeless longer or move to Deer Creek? All right. Well, we just established that you moved to Deer Creek, so we already covered this. All right, I guess I'll throw down some cards anyway. I think you're going to be moving to Deer Creek. We just had two movement cards, two action-packed cards next to each other. Ace of Coins says they're available. You have the money. We have the application. It's going. The devil does say there are forces working against you, but who cares? Who cares? We just had two knights that just kicked their butt, right? With two knights, you're not going to do anything against two knights. They're going to mow you down. They're going to mow you down on the horse. Nora, thank you for your other donation. I'm just saying that devil card, there's a bunch of influences there that have been delaying you. You know this. I know this. You've been asking about it a while, right? You know there's some influences over there that are just not on your side. I think you're just going to kick their butt. I don't see a problem at all. It's what I don't see. We have Zane coming in with the dono on a PayPal. Zane, thank you so much. Zane, I appreciate you. You know I do. In the meantime, we got Lonnie. How does a Gemini feel about us moving forward? Well, I hope they feel okay. Because otherwise, why are they moving forward with you? I mean, I'm just saying, why are they moving forward into that next direction if they just aren't too excited about it? People are weird, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully we get a yes. Either way, I'm going to go over here. We're going to use the Bumbleberry Hollows. Dorothy, welcome to the stream. Dorothy wants to know what the rules are. Hopefully, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then we pick at random. But this is a stream to where sometimes we get 60 donations. So it may be a while. Will I stay? But by the way, we stream every single night, unless we're going to a concert. We stream every single night. Okay, we're on to the next question, which I did not highlight properly because I clicked the wrong thing. Anyway, Gemini moving forward. How are we doing? 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Empress, and the 8 of Cups. I think they're willing to move forward, but man, y'all run into some problems quick. y'all run into some problems quite quick. This is pretty quick problems, right? Pretty quick problems indeed. Eight of Cups is the abandonment card. I think what happens is we're on focus, we're on target for kind of, where we want to be at the end of the day. But because the Empress is a great card. Eight of Wands is moving forward, is a great card to get done. That Nine of Wands, though, it just feels like something's not right. The foundation is a little bit shaky. Overall, the Gemini kind of goes into their alternate zone, and some things just start happening, right? Samantha, welcome to the stream, and Booba or Sunflower, welcome to the stream as well. We got that Nine of Wands. It feels like that this person's gone through some rough times with somebody else, right? Eight of Cups is the abandonment, the relationship sort of breakup card. That doesn't look good overall. It feels like this could be a little bit challenged as far as sort of going forward. But are they, how do they feel about you moving forward? I think they feel nice. I think they feel pretty good about it, is what I think. But long term, kind of challenging. Denise coming in with a donation. Denise, thank you so much. By the way, we have a gazillion donate. How many donations we got? We have 31 donations, and we started the stream like 30 minutes ago. We're getting a donation every minute. It's like a donation every minute. It is the TO stream. I got to admit, it is the Tarot Oracle stream.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
A donation every minute is not uncommon. Denise, what is going to happen between Manuel and I? Denise, hopefully Manuel works out with you. Let's go to the tower. Let's go to the tower and let's get some Manuel action. Oh, we're going to go to some of the favorites up in here. Look at this. Look at this. If you don't have it, what's wrong with you? It's a little Abanco Tarot. Well, not what's wrong with you. It may be out of stock. I don't know. I mean, look at these edges. Look at that. Look at that edge. Ooh. You want this. Yeah. NC, thank you for your donation. You want this. I drooled a little bit. Hang on. All right. The drool's off my mouth. The Labanco Tarot, the drool is now fixed. But we're doing all that. All right, Labanco Tarot, get it if you can. Anyway, Manuel and I, what is going to happen? Oh, Jesus, that looks interesting. Okay. Manuel, Manuel looks pretty good overall. I'm gonna give it some hearts. We're gonna give it some hearts over. Manuel doesn't look that bad. Okay. Whoa, very generous donation for Dorothy Ray. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. All right. Queen of Swords says your reception to Manuel in the long run doesn't really function well. It's almost like there's some challenges there that you don't want to deal with. There's some challenges there that definitely hit the red flag, right? Dorothy, I got your donation. Thank you so much for your very generous donation over PayPal. You're in the queue. That Ten of Swords, it's easy to just kill this off. It's not literally. It's easy to sort of get the whole thing and just stop it. Because the red flag, it's easy, it's smooth, it's so simple to do. It is really simple to do. If we stick with it, though, it's going to be a long road. Not something that resolves tomorrow, not something that resolves next week. It is going to be a long, long road. And that's kind of where you're at with this 6. It's not a quick resolution, not a quick travel, right? They're on a boat. They're pushing it with like a stick, right? But the Nine of Cups, if we can stay with it, if we can stick with it, no pun intended, Denise, looks decent. But yeah, the red flags. So, if you can stick with it, though, more power to you. Speaking of power of the P is up. Should I even show up at the volleyball tournament? Should I even show up? If you have to ask the question, I'm just saying now, power of the P, if you have to ask that question, should I even show up? Is this something that I should even bother with at this point? You want the box. I mean, oh no, you want the box. You said, thank you, XOX, hugs and kisses. I thought it said Vox. You know, I have tarot in the mind when I think XOXX means Vox, tarot. That is, I have a dysfunction. All of you should know this by now. We're going to use my deck. Let's go ahead. Let's go. NC, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Use my deck, which, you know, if you haven't been here before, it's the Waterfall Tarot Ultraviolet. Welcome. How you doing? Jolia, welcome. How are you? Jolia said I was waiting for you. Jolia, I was waiting for you too. I'm just saying.
I love you.
All right. Do you want to show up or not? Yeah, you do. I mean, come on. Look at how easy this read is. A 3-year-old could read this for you. Look, we got the Chariot. I mean, come on. You know you're going. Power of the P, you should show up. They're waiting for you at the volleyball thing. The Chariot, get up and go. Getting your Chariot and head out there. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. The 3 of Pentacles, it's something people are waiting on you. These people are waiting on you. They're looking at you. They're waiting on you. You're not going to show up? Come on. Come on. Power of the P, you're disappointing everybody. And the King of Swords, there's a good reason. There's a good reason why you don't want to go in there. There's a good reason, right? There's a good reason you don't want to go, but go anyway. Okay, all right. We're gonna go with the Power of the P. Power of the P's got the double shot tonight. We got the Power of the P double shot. Should I trust a Gemini or not trust the Gemini? I'm sure that somebody in chat has had an issue with the Gemini that will pipe up right about now, and they are going to tell you not to. I think so. Andrew says the 80% of success is just showing up. There was a movie about that. It was called Being There. If you haven't seen it, that's a weird movie. Should you trust a Gemini? No. This particular Gemini, it doesn't look like it. This particular Gemini looks a little challenged. It seems if we trust them, we're on the road to something we're not going to like at the end of the day. Right? And that Judgment card, the rebirth, the reincarnation, it feels like Power of the P. It feels like they get your situation, right? They get your situation and they go, whee! And it goes everywhere. And that's what happens. Look, you got the conflict card, you got the poor card. By the Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation feels like they get a tarot deck and they just dump it on the floor and they just make you pick it up. Okay, that seems like the interaction with that Gemini. I wouldn't trust that because I don't want to pick up a tarot deck off the floor. That's a pain in the butt to do. You know what? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, nobody got time for that. You especially. All right, we're gonna get to Tess in a minute. We got a backlog of donations on PayPal. We're gonna go with Zane first. ZC wants to know something. How do I make the most of my year? How do I make the most of my year? Okay, we'll stick with my deck. We're just going to do it because I like my deck. You know why I like my deck? Because it's my deck. Okay. If you have a problem with that, you make your own. You make your own. A lot of Gemini hate in chat. I mean, there's a lot of Gemini hate in chat. If you're a Gemini, you may not want to announce it if you're in chat. I'm just saying now. We got KDs coming in. We got Tess coming in. Yeah. Okay. We got quite a few people that just don't like the Geminis. Y'all gotta, there's a Gemini out there that is a special Gemini. Okay. And you're going to love them to death. You're going to love them. You need to find them. That's the thing. How to make the most of my year? Good question. Don't do a lot. Right? Just don't do a lot. Val Mary wants to know where's the list at. Val, it is a queue. We are here. We're here and we need to go all the way through here. So you're behind about 15 people. Ace of Wands. This is not, okay, there's not much of the year left, right? Not much left. This is good for you because I'm telling you, the Ace of Wands reverse means don't start anything that's big. Don't start anything that's just massive, anything that's big. 7 of Cups is there better options on the way. You just have to be patient with it. Cheryl White, I've never seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, the Seven of Cups says there's a lot of better options. If you end up chasing something, ZC, if you end up just chasing it, okay, you're going to have a better option come up and you're going to be like, crap, I spent all this time and energy on this, and now there was something much better that I could be doing with my time. Wheel of Fortune says stay on target, stay on track. You got to be careful out there. You know, you got to be careful. There's the Geminis wandering around out there. You have to be cautious. You have to be very cautious with the Geminis wandering around. Okay. Anyway, Tess, we're finally done to your question. Okay, by the way, we have 38 donations. So it's a usual Tarot Oracle show, I got to say. Tess, what actions will M take towards me this month? There's only half a month left. So I guess it's good if they're not going to take any action. They only have half a month to do it. We're going to get you a cat deck, okay? By the way, if you like cats, you need to watch the news program tomorrow morning because it is filled with cats. It's literally filled with cats decks, and I ordered them all. Why? Because I have no self-control. You know, it's a tarot deck, therefore I must have it, okay? But number two, it looked really good. Especially, this one looks good too. This is the Grimalkin Tarot, by the way. A lot of people ask, what is that? Well, that's what it is. The Grimalkin Tarot. Go get you one. It's cheap. It comes in a 10, okay? How many things do you see today in a 10? Like a 0. Let's get real. 5 of Wands. Oh, man, picking an action. The Lovers, 4 of Wands, and it's almost like they're making a little too strong. They're making a little too strong of a push for something. Tess, they're making a little bit too strong of a push for something. 5 of Wands. I got some conflict things happening. But the Lovers, I'm able to get it and present it. I'm able to present it and get it done, right? We got another donation over PayPal. MJ, thank you so much. The Lover says that overall it's a good match, and that's kind of what you want because the 4 of Wands, it brings you to a place of comfort. It brings you to a place that is just nice, has a comforting feel, has a good feel to it. But the 5 of Pentacles, you got to be careful and look at the long haul. Look at the long goals, because if you focus on short-term things, it looks pretty decent. But once we go a little bit farther out in the chess game, not so much. 5 of Pentacles says a lot of things just don't work out with what they are action they are presenting or the actions that they are doing. But the Lover said there's some actions coming. Actions are still on the way. And I guess that's good news. Sandra, thank you for your donation. I've never seen you before either. Sandra, thank you again. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. All the new people. You know what you should do if you're new? You should hit like and sub. Let's talk, okay? Me and the new people, let's talk. I have the only tarot news program on earth. I cover all the decks. Like my news program, I cover like 30, 50 decks. Okay. You get other people that have a tarot news. I cover like 5 decks. I cover like 50 decks of cards. I give you all the ones up front that you want to pre-order because they're amazing in the first 10 minutes. So you can just stop watching. And then later on, I give you more. Okay. I have 1,500 videos that you can watch because I've been around 11 freaking years, and I'm the only streamer on the planet Earth with a tarot tower. I invented this. Link in the description if you want to make one. It holds 80 decks of cards. See, look at this. Look at this. I don't have to open a box and damage it. I don't have to do anything. I just lightly place my tarot deck right here. And it's ready for me to grab on the next reading, right? Power is Woo-Woo is the next read. I want to read something for Woo-Woo. I just grab a deck. Just grab a deck and it's right here. Look at this. How easy is that? I didn't damage any boxes. I didn't spend 20 minutes looking for the stupid deck. This is the only channel that does this. All right? I'm just saying now. All right. Let's find out what is going on. Talk to me like I'm 10. Huh? Understand coding. Okay, I have no idea. Tess, I have no idea at all. What's going on over here? Let's see. Cast meow a lot. Anyway, how many decks do you have? A lot. I don't really know. I think I have 200. Do I have 200? I don't know. We're on the next read, by the way. I think we're on woo-woo. Should I get it or refuse it? Woo-woo. Woo-woo. I think we missed... no, let's do... before we do this, let's go to PayPal and do DR, right? You go, DR wants to know, how does my Scorpio... Ooh, I butchered that. Scorpio feel about me? There you go. How does the Scorpio feel about me and the plans moving forward? All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be interesting, I got to say. The Ace of Wands is interesting, along with an Ace of Cups, along with an Ace of Pentacles and Strength. Very interesting indeed. Very kind of weird. A little bit. I've never seen 3 aces in a row. In fact, that is interesting. That is interesting indeed. Ace of Wands, Cups, Pentacles. Now, when you see 3 in a row, you do want to kind of look and find out what's missing. What is missing here, obviously, is just going to be the swords. So the Ace of Swords is about communication. Ace of Swords is about cranking it up. Ace of Swords is about starting things from the beginning. And that's kind of what you want in here. Starting things from the beginning just doesn't work for them. It's almost like they need a lot of hints or a lot of help. Tabitha, thank you for your donation. They need a lot of hints and a lot of help sort of going through that. It feels like they're sort of stalled on it. They're not really going forward. They are willing to do quite a bit of beginning actions, and that's kind of what you want, right? They do like you. They do want to start something. They do want to have some things, but it's almost like they don't want to start from the beginning. They need a lot of help, a lot of hints in order to get where they want to be. So without any hints, they could not be taking quite a lot of action. Strength says you definitely need to be patient with the Scorpio. Scorpios in general, you do kind of need to be patient with Scorpios in general, yeah. But strength says need to be especially so with this particular individual. So there it is. There it is indeed. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I did not miss your question. You are next. Jamie Lee, you are next. I did not miss your question. I promise you. Let's see. We got the K's, current feelings for me. And let's see. Jamie Lee's second question. That is Jamie Lee. Yeah. All right. Jamie Lee's third question. K's current feelings for me. Meraki Tarot. Let's do that. Let's find out whether Meraki Tarot is going to go. Meraki. If I was Meraki Tarot, I would be here. Yeah, I would be here. There you go. Maurice, welcome. Maurice, I got your question in the queue. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Let's find out there. What's going on? K's current feelings for me. How's K going to do? What is K going to do? Is K going to chase us? Is K going to do something, not do something? What, at the end of the day, like, what's the dealio? K's current feelings are the Page of Swords, obscurity, and the Six of Cups. Coming in light and casual. Some people really want to march forward and fast forward to the end. This is not that person. This is somebody that wants to take it casual, slow, moving in, making it happen. Obscurity. Make everything sort of obscure. Make everything like not exact. You don't want everything to be exact. And I think that's sort of where it works. Page of Swords is interesting too. Black Swan, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Page of Swords says that they're willing to communicate, but they're willing to communicate on a beginner level or on a lighter level. Again, casual, a lot of casual feels. Six of Cups, very casual. Page of Swords, let's communicate, but let's do it in a casual way. And again, obscurity. I don't want to just make plans. I don't want to make a definition of something that's not sort of in there, right? I just want to sort of make casual things, maybe be spur of the moment, maybe not do things sort of the hardcore way. Should I get it or should I refuse it? Woo Woo wants to know. I don't know. Get it or refuse it. You want to do the Meraki again? Maybe the Meraki? Let's find out. Let's find out and see about that. Should you get it or refuse it? This is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I would say pretty simple. I would say Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. I would refuse it. I'm going to go with refuse. That's a thumbs up for the refuse. That the refuse is indeed on the primary scale here. Nine of Swords There are not wants. There are some injured warrior feels to this. Could be something not. And the Four of Swords, let's delay. Let's not do it now. Let's not do it now. Overall woo-woo, refuse it, looks the king. It looks the king. Tara wants to know, are my soulmate, or should I just move on? Should I just move on? Soulmate or no? I don't know. Let's find out if we have a little soulmate action over here. I'm just saying, looking for like the Lovers, a nice Two of Cups with maybe a Destiny card, anything going with that. We got the Lovers, we got the Tower, and we got the Six. I'm going to say, this is a nice love action. Beautiful love. Feels like this works. It feels like this functions well. Six of Cups, that empathy, that connection, that emotional thing works. And that's what you want at the end of the day. You want the emotional part to work. If it doesn't, then you're out in the cold at some point. You just want it to function correctly. And that Six of Cups says it does. It really, really does. And like I said, when I started, you want the Lovers. What do we get? We got the Lovers, I would think that this soulmate action, Six of Cups, the Lovers, the empathy, the Tower. The Tower says that this is a little bit of a rough ride in some points, a little bit of a rough ride at some points. But if you're willing to ride it out, it's sort of like riding the bull in the cowboy movies, If you're willing to ride it out, I think it is worthwhile. It is worthwhile indeed. But yeah, I'm going with soulmate. We have a nice, beautiful soulmate read. All right, we're skipping to YouTube user, and then we're coming back because YouTube user needs to go to bed, apparently. YouTube user, the girl left in is me for. Okay, the girl in left me for. She going to cheat or leave him? All right, this is a he be cheating. The girl, I'm sorry, she be cheating.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
I don't know. Are they going to cheat or not? Are they going to cheat and abandon him? Is that a thing? Knight? We got the 10, the Queen? I'm going to say no. She looks pretty legit. She looks pretty legit indeed. The 10 of Pentacles, that's huge. The Queen of Pentacles, that's huge. And the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of stability, a lot of smooth stability with a nice feeling of sunshine in the background, a lot of happy people, a lot of things that just work, okay? I don't think they be cheating or she be cheating. I just don't see it. I don't see her running around. Anyway, all right, we skipped ahead a little bit. They got to go to bed, apparently. All right, Black Swan coming in. Black Swan wanted Black Swan. Black Swan deleted their message, but I have an app. I have an app where I can see what they typed anyway. Wonderland Tarot. Wonderland Tarot. Black Swan, we will get you. The Wonderland Tarot. General career read for the end of the year. How did my career look like by the end of this year? Let's find out. See if the career's looking half decent. And then we're going to find out who's been running over Mina with a car. It's a wild tonight. It's wild tonight. People getting hit by cars. People getting just mowed down. You got to be careful out there. It's a dangerous world out there. You just got to be careful when you're crossing the street. You just got to, I went to motorcycle school. And in motorcycle school, they taught me, always assume that the other car doesn't hit you. And if they do, or doesn't see you. And if they do see you, they want to hit you. And that's sort of the rule of life. And, I guess you got to, I don't know, maybe you need to, is there a class on dodging vehicles? Maybe you brake roll or something. I don't know. It's a rough world out there, my friends. General career read the rest of the year. See how it's going to go. Seven of Swords. You're going to be changing. It's almost you're walking on the sidewalk. That reminds me of a joke. If you don't like my driving style off the sidewalk, that's not the joke that you wanted to hear. But I can't believe you're walking on the sidewalk. So they leaped up on the sidewalk to hit you. Were they driving on the side? I need to know more. I need to know more about this. I just need to know more. Oh, it is not the Wonderland Tarot. Okay, I'm busy yapping. Okay, I'm busy yapping over here. Anyway, Wonderland Tarot. Okay, it's fine. Wonderland Tarot. We'll redo it. Right, Katie's making fun of me. All right, general for the rest of the year. Let's get it done. You know, Katie's keeping me on track. You know, Katie's keeping me on track. 10 of Cups looks pretty decent. Moon, that I still think we have a career change. We had a career change with this deck, and now we have a career change with this deck. Black Swan, it's really sort of making it obvious that you're going to have a little bit of a career change, a little bit of an alteration in how you're looking and how you're going forward in this career. Moon says, I would say in a few months, something happens, something comes up where it's almost like that you need to change something in the career. There needs to be something that happens that's different than what you're doing now, right? A few times. Knight of Cups is almost like something draws you in. Something interesting, something cool draws you in, makes you excited, and that is what gets you going. And that 10 of Cups is something just going to be better than what you had. What you want, right? It's going to be better than what you had at the end of the day. Because the 3 of Swords is almost like what you're chasing with a career may be ending, or what you're chasing with a career may not work long term. That's what may not work long term. And Black Swan had another raid. Black Swan, I don't know if you want me to let's start a new job recently. Black Swan was over here. Okay. Anyway, we have Mina. A car nailed me. A car drove up on the sidewalk. They got to be aiming for you at that point. I mean, if somebody hits you and you're on the sidewalk, they got to be aiming for you. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, okay. Well, it seems like it. Anyway, Amy, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what's happening over here with a car that's like running you down. The car is just like chasing you down on there. 2 cars collided. One leaped up and hit you. Will insurance pay for you to go to the hospital from people running over your ass in the sidewalk? I would say that the insurance company is going to try to dodge as much as they can. They're going to pay an absolute minimum. I think they're going to get you a couple of Band-Aids maybe. Get the 3 of Cups. It feels like that you get something for it. You do get something for it, but the 5 of Swords, this is definitely not enough. Definitely not enough for full compensation. It feels like that is just not there. 5 of Swords, you know, full compensation may not be coming. There is some compensation. We do have the 3 of Cups. A celebration feels good with that. But that King of Wands, it feels like that a lot of work needs to be done just to get any money at all. And when you get money, it's just not full compensation. So I'm going to go with a no. That's a thumbs down for full compensation. Compensation, yes. Full compensation? I'm going to go no. I'm just gonna go with no. But that is just an entertainment reading. Power of the P, last one I promised. Love to know if the Libra passed. Okay, let's find out. Power of the P, you can do as many donations as you want. I'm fine. They may pay. They'll pay everything. This is entertainment purposes only. By the way, if it should leave the Libra in the past, or is he planning on connecting? Okay, is the Libra coming up? The Libra on the roll. Is the Libra headed my way? Is what we want to know. Power of the P. You can make as many donations as you want. I love you. I mean, just saying, I love you. Love you like a.
I love you.
Love you like a friend. Okay. Leave the Libra in the past. Should I do that? I'm gonna say yeah. Actually, I'm gonna say yeah. You should absolutely leave them in the past. Let them do their thing. Let them do their thing over there, because you don't want them doing their thing over here. You know what I mean? Keziah, welcome to the stream. The Tower says that they brought enough destruction and detriment, and feels like there's enough garbage that you just don't want to deal with it anymore. You just don't want to have that in your life. Page of Swords are terrible at doing the communication. They present a lot of challenges. They just terrible at getting that done. And the Queen of Pentacles, you're better off building your own security, building your own thing, getting your own thing going, right? That's basically it. Power of the P, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's not something you want to have dragging you down. You know what I mean? All right. And Samantha, should I reach out to Broxo? Should I reach out to Broxo? Let's find out. Then we got a couple of PayPal donations to catch up on. We got Maurice. We got Amy. We got a lot of people hanging out with us, right? A lot of people hanging out with us tonight. Should you reach, Colziah's hanging out with us too. Colziah, thank you for your donation. Should you reach out to Broxo? Is Broxo going to be a thing? I'd say yeah. I would say yeah. This looks good with that. We can do another thumbs up for here. The Ten of Cups says there's a lot of good potential with Broxo. A lot of good potential that we need to have a lot of this potential. And the Wheel of Fortune, right? You want that stability. You want that kind of a nice thing that Broxo brought in. They brought in a lot of cool stuff. The wheel says you want that in your life. Queen of Swords, though, you got to be careful. You don't want to run into the same Broxo that you had before. You want it to be a little bit better this time, and I think that's where it is going to go. So I would absolutely reach out. Tabitha, Joe, thank you for your donation. All right, let's catch up with PayPal now, my friends. We got a couple of people on PayPal. They're waiting for a reading. Let's get those done. Maurice is here. Maurice, it's been a minute. Maurice, it has been a minute, and I appreciate you joining as always. Started back on my job. Let's do that. Let's see. Okay, after 14 months, let me get the whole question. Started off on my job as a mail carrier, 14 months away, building stamina, walk long hours, been challenging. A location, my social skills are bad. Let's see. What's the card say about work? Okay, start back on my job, work situation. Okay. Work situation. Let's do it. Let's spell it correctly would be great. Spell it correctly would be great. All right. MJ started back on the job. We want to know how the work situation is going or what is going to happen with the work situation in the long run, because that's going to be kind of important there. Let's find out how that is going to go indeed. We need to get it done. I would say it's interesting. It's interesting. We have the Seven of Swords. That is a return card. I'm returning to something, right? I talk about this in my book. By the way, if you don't have my book, it is on sale. Link in the description. It is 235 pages. Massive, massive book. I cover stuff you've never seen before. Tarot and the seasons. Talk about a Mars decan. We got card interactions. You haven't seen it before. We got all of the cards, the meanings and whatnot. We got spreads. We got common questions. It's massive. The thing is like the size of your car. Oh, not literally. It's 8.5 by 11. It's full glossy, full color. Yes. Started back on the job. We returned to the job. It is emotionally taxing. It is very emotionally taxing. The Page of Cups is almost like I'm not quite ready to deal with it. I'm not quite ready to go forth with it. It is taxing. It is difficult. Seven of Cups with the Chariot. It does feel like it's going to take a time. It feels like it's going to take a little bit of a time to adjust to it, to get the skills back to where you need, right? To get the skills back to where you need. Overall, you need to be patient with it. Go slow. Dealing with people is difficult sometimes, but the good news is you don't really have to make, big connections. You don't have to make big connections all the time. You can do little things, start out slow, start out progressive, and move on from there. Overall, the Chariot says it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Adjustment period, absolutely. Getting over some shyness, getting over a bit of, hesitation, absolutely. But again, this is something that you can focus on and get it done over a period of time. Don't try to rush it. Don't assume that everything's bad because it's not going perfectly immediately. You need to have patience with it. I think that's where the job situation sort of sits. All right, we got another PayPal donation from AR. AR wants to know something. What do they want to know? AR wants to know, love reading for Virgo. Love reading for me and the Virgo. Do we have any future together? Is this going to be something that works, or is it going to be something that does not work? Because sometimes I'm a Virgo, and sometimes we're hard to deal with. I'm just going to put this out there for the world. Sometimes us Virgos are a pain in the butt. We are a pain in the butt. Is there a future? That's what you wanted to know. Yes. Is there a future? Yes, but you are going to receive some thorns on that rose. There's not a thorn-free rose in your future. It's a long road with a Virgo. you have to be willing to compromise with these Virgos. Okay, I'm a Virgo. I'm telling you now. You have to be willing to compromise with the Virgos. Do you get a good package deal at the end of the day with a Virgo? I think so. But unless you're willing to compromise, unless you're willing to go the distance with the Virgo, you're going to have a challenge. Indeed, because that Virgo will work your last nerve. And that's not going to be good. Ain't nobody got time for that. But if you're not willing to compromise. But if you are willing to compromise, there's a prize at the end. I would say the love reading is successful, especially with the 10 of coins. That's big. That is big, AR. And I think that you're going to be happy with the Virgo at the end of the day. But you need to compromise. You desperately need to compromise. All right, we have 7 gazillion donations tonight. 7 gazillion donations. We actually have 45 donations, which is not a record. Well, 58 donations is a record. NC, by the way, we need to leave. I'm going to say ending soon. We do need to leave. I need to go do other things tonight. All right, wrapping up the readings a little bit. We still got a ton to do. NC wants to know, SC are they telling me the truth? Were they telling me the truth today? That could be challenged indeed. Could be challenged. We could have a little bit of a problem with that. Are they telling me the truth? What is happening? Man, let's hope they are. Because if they aren't, that's going to be kind of crappy. Let's admit that. Magician. Interesting. The Magician next to the Ace of Cups. And we got the King of Swords and the Knight. I think so. I think they're not packaging it correctly, though. I don't think they're really packaging it correctly. We're going to go with a thumbs up here. I think that they told the truth, but they're packaging it poorly, right? Magician said they're overthinking it. There's too much thought going into it. It feels like the not a lot of things happening that are just off the cuff or intuitive or anything like that. It feels like a lot of what they're doing is just sort of dragging the message down. The message itself is truthful. Ace of Cups, I'm coming from a place of heart. I'm coming from a place of emotion. And the King of Swords, I'm willing to get the communication in, right? But that 9 and the Magician, I'm working way too hard. And I'm producing something that looks like it's manufactured rather than a real communication. Because real communication is just sort of, we're just talking. We're just chatting, right? But this person seems like they're putting way too much effort into it. And I think that's where your intuition is like, what's going on? All right, what will be the outcome if we help SC? Let's find out if SC is going to have a decent outcome indeed. I'm kind of curious about that myself now. Is SC going to be with that? Let's do. Keisha, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let me ask a question. Let's see. Hang on just a second. I got to multitask things. All right. Overall, I think the Hierophant and the Page of Wands, if you're going to help them, you're going to be stuck helping them for a while. This is not something to where you granted them temporary assistance and then they picked it up and they ran with it. It feels like you're helping them for quite some time. You're kind of stuck with it, Maybe that's okay, but you are kind of stuck with it. That Hierophant is taken very seriously and they want more help. Page of Wands, you are going to be in a situation where you have to continue. You got to continue that. And, if you're willing to do it, that works. But if you're not willing to do it, all right, then that's going to be something to go there. All right. Sunflower has 2 questions. When is Tabby moving out? And Sunflower wants to know something else, a general reading. All right, we'll do the general read first off, and then we'll go to Tabby moving out. Val Mary, you're actually up next after this. I know it's been like a year. I know everybody is like a little too long. It takes a little too long to get to the reads, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my best. You wanted the thought. Okay, it's one of those nights where I'm just not paying attention. One of the Thoth, and the Thoth is a magnificent deck. What the hell is that? Like a weird looking fly flying around in here. Is that a mosquito? Where the hell did it come from? Well, hang on, I gotta go kill this thing. What? Man, that thing's huge. That thing's like the size of my book. Hang on, I got a mosquito the size of my book flying around. What am I gonna kill it with? I don't want to kill it with a tarot claw. Hang on, let me find something to kill it. I don't want to kill it with this tarot bag either. Okay, it flew in the other room. It flew away. It flew in the other room. I had a lot of problems determining what I was going to smack it with because I don't want to smack it with a tarot deck. I don't want to smack it with a tarot cloth. That's gross. So I couldn't find anything in time, and it flew off, and it's probably going to bite me 100 times tonight because I didn't get it. But oh well. General please. Okay, a lot of home front things happening, a lot of home front things going on, happening. It may be one of the things where prepare, okay? Prepare for things happening at the home because there is some action going forward. It does feel like that after these actions are completed, after these actions are done, because you do have the tower. Once these things are collapsed and everything goes on, a shining light comes in. And the shining light says, hey, there are all these opportunities presented to me right now that I should chase, that I should go forward and get done. And I think that's at the end of the day where it is going to be. All right, let's go. And we got one more read. When is Tabby moving out? When are we going to get one less person in the house? This could be important. Don Ron, how was Atlantis? Don Ron, if you're not following my Instagram, it'll be up here in a minute. It's the Tarot Oracle. Yeah, Don Ron, it was amazing. Okay, instead of Liz Fair, they had somebody called Divine Power or something, and that person was really, really slow music. And then they had Garbage, and Garbage rocked the house. Garbage was amazing. And then Atlantis came out, and it was just the big show. It was really big. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. But yeah, that was a rocking concert. I had a very, very good time. Anyway, when is Tabby moving out? Not anytime soon. I think they're going to be there a while. They have the settled in, the relaxing card over here with this knight. You got the 3. It feels almost like that they promised or cat power. Yeah, cat power kind of sucked. Cat power kind of sucked. You probably want to arrive 30 minutes late because that's when cat power plays. Just my opinion. Most of the people did arrive 30 minutes late, by the way. I think they say they're writing on the wall. Yeah, I don't think they're moving out anytime soon. They're trying to find something that's perfect. It just feels like that's a little manufactured. That doesn't really work for them in the long run. And they're going to be around a while. They are going to be around for some time. Doesn't look like they're out of there because this is a rebuilding. Okay, she's pregnant. She's rebuilding. We have heartbreak. We have a lot of things happening. We need stability, and the stability is going to be right there where we're at. So yeah, so there you go. Garbage was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, all right, you got it. She's got to go. Entertainment purposes only. Sandra coming in with a general. I see the end of the tunnel. I see the end of the tunnel. It is there. A general for Sandra. Let's do that. Sandra, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Sandra, I'm going to give you the best deck I have. This is the best deck that I have in my collection. This is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Hopefully this gets you where you need to be in the general. Black Swan, what was your second question? I have no idea what your second question was. Black Swan. And I say that because I have a little tool that I wrote so Black Swan, here's what you've typed. You typed Wonderland Tarot. You typed, I started a new job recently. Is that your question? I'm kind of confused. That's the only thing that you typed. I do have your first question was very clear. And I could read that quite clear. It was that, right? But your second question had no text. And the only text that you've typed was, I started a new job recently. So is that your question? Let me know. Let me know. I'm kind of waiting for you, Black Swan. I'm ready to read you. I'm just kind of waiting for you at this point. Anyway, a general for Sandra. Sorry, we got on a weird track there. We're trying to find the questions and answers and whatnot. The good news is I wrote an application that does everything for me. So, okay. Let's do this. General for Sandra, 6 of Pentacles and Strength. Oh, you're getting a gift. Black Swan, thank you for your question. You are up next. You're getting a gift. You're getting a gift. Sandra, fantastic.
Hooray!
That's what you need. That's what you need. Val Mary, you're after Black Swan. 6 of Pentacles, we're getting a gift and it's giving us strength. It's almost like somebody's giving you a gift and it is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very unexpected. It's like a gift that really sort of sweeps you off your feet. It just sweeps you off your feet, right? There's a lot of potential with it. Very interesting how it goes. Yeah. Power of the P, I read all of your questions. Power of the P, we did them. You got to rewind. I did do all of your questions. The last one I did was the one that said, last one I promise. But yeah, we're getting a gift, very interesting, very unexpected. Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like the gift that we receive is something that really enables us to charge forward and to make a new stability, which is going to be very important, right? The Ace of Pentacles, that new stability, that new thing as it goes. Because the Fool says we need to get started. We need to leap into something. And the next something that we need to leap into, we need this gift. We need these things happening with it because the Ace of Pentacles says that is going to be so focused and so amazing that you are going to be in a special place. So Sandra, something's happening over there. Something's going on. I would say it is a time for you to look forward and get excited. Quite frankly, is what I say. Val Mary. Okay, who the hell is next? We got so many donations. By the way, we got 45 donations. Do we have 45 at this point? We have 47 donations. All right. Let's see. Tabitha Joe. Okay. Black Swan, I promised them to be next. Black Swan didn't type their other question, but now I have it. Now we're going to do it. Excuse me. General career reading for 2020. Okay. Let's find out the general career. How is that going to happen? We got a little action over here. Got a little chair action going on over here. I'm going to go with career. Going to go with the money. Tarot is going to be the thing to do. 2022, that's a long way away. But sure, I can do that. I can do that. We'll chase that all day. Anyway, Black Swan, thank you for all your donations tonight. Thank you, all of you, for all your donations tonight. We're really rocking the house tonight. It feels really good. The general career read for 2022. It does feel like that there's a lot of competition in 2022. Things tighten up. Things tighten up a lot. And you're in a situation to where you need to make rush decisions. You need to make quick decisions, and they need to be effective. Okay? Because if they're not effective, if it doesn't work, then don't do it, basically. So you do have that situation where things get a little tighter. We have competition that we didn't have before. It feels like our field of career just doesn't seem to be working full steam. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, by the way. But yeah, there's a lot of disconnect between where we want to be and where we can be. It feels like the field of tarot just isn't working, isn't functioning as it is. And the field of your career, it feels like there's more competition than what you would like. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you need to relocate for your career to be viable. This is huge. This is huge. Okay? You need to relocate in order for your career to be viable in 2022. Entertainment purposes only, obviously, but it feels like we're starting over at some point. So there's your general career read for 2022. Feels like things are tight. Things are competitive more than ever. You need to do some things just to get moving just to get where they want to be. All right. And then I promised Val Mary, question right below. Val Mary, I'm going to get your question. I'm going to read it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Will I reach my goal and be successful in a project manager career? Living with family is killing me. Val Mary, let's find out. Vanessa's University, thank you for your sub. I appreciate you. By the way, if you're not subbed, we got news coming tomorrow. I mean, if you're not subbed, you need to be subbed. We got news coming tomorrow. We got all sorts of good videos coming out there. We got 1,500 videos on the channel. This is a place to be. Anyway, will I reach career goal and be successful? The family is indeed killing you, is what this is saying. I don't think you're exaggerating. I think the family is holding you back a lot. I think the family is really pulling you down to a position that you don't want to be in. So basically you need to, living with the family is pulling you down. You need to cope with it because it is restricting you from being where you want to be. You're alone in this. It's almost like the family's not supporting you and you feel defeated in some point. You feel like you need to escape. But getting out is going to do you a lot of good. Getting out is going to do you the best good if you can. But yeah, you're right. They're holding you back. There's no question about that. Kolziah, well, when will E and I meet? Will it happen in my city? Let's go for it. Let's do a little Gregory Scott Tarot for Kolziah. Find out where it is going. Moon and the King of Cups. I'm going to say when. I'm going to say a few months. The moon is a few months. The moon feels like it is a few months. Jolie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Feels like a few months. King of Cups, will it happen in your city? I think so. We're going with a thumbs up. I think it is going to be happening in your city and all of that other stuff. But the King and the Moon says give it a few months and it should be coming up. All right, we got Julia with a double shot. We got Tabitha and Keisha, and we're out of here. Tabitha and Keisha, we are out of here. Julia, when is my boyfriend going to text me? Okay. When is your boyfriend going to text you? Are they going to text you now? Are they going to text you later? I would say 2 days from now. We're 2 days from now, right? 3 of Cups. We have the celebration coming in. We have the King. King sort of subtracts a little bit. I would say 2 days from now. There you go. Boyfriend is going to text you 2 days from now. And we got the other one is going to be, let's see. Every time I miss one, donate for 2 questions. Am I after Sandra? When my boyfriend going to text me? When my boyfriend going to text me? When my boyfriend going to text me? When is my turn? I want to know when my boyfriend's going to text me. I want to know when my boyfriend's going to text me. What is your second question? Your second question is just typed it. Okay, we'll do that. The second question, when am I going to be back to the country for a visit? All right. The boyfriend's going to do 2 days. We got that. And the second question, yes, you have 4 exclamation points. 4 exclamation points. You need to do all caps. If you had all caps and 4 exclamation points, that is going to be the key. That is going to be the key going right there. All right, hang on. I got to be right back. 5 more minutes. Chantel, thank you for your donation. We are wrapping up, and I got to go. We're wrapping up, and I got to go. Chantel, I will get your read tomorrow. We got Tabitha, Joe, and Keisha coming in here. Temperance and the 6 of Cups. I would say, second question, when am I going to be? Let's see. What's the question actually? When am I going to be back to my country for a visit? I think in December. We're going with December. Temperance, the 6 of Cups, having that connection, having that feel. It really works. It gets it going. I think it functions well. Overall, that is what I'm going to do. 6 of Cups and Temperance. We're going for December. All right. Tabitha wants to know, what are Ken's feelings? What are Ken's feelings towards me? Let's find out, Tabitha Joe, what is going to happen with Ken. Lauren, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. All right. And let's see. We're going to go with that. What are Ken's feelings towards me? Five of Swords, judgment, and the world. If you can get around Ken's idiosyncrasies, then Ken's will be all right. But I think if you just sort of go forward and push forward and just sort of expect things to be challenging, I don't think it's going to work. But if you can get past the idiosyncrasies, I think things work, things function, and you will be successful. Anyway, we're going to get Chantel and Keisha tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time.
It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but